Hello again. This video is going to teach you to hear the difference between the three types of minor scales. This one is a little bit trickier than the one where we're listening for major scales because they're all so similar. They have a lot of things in common with each other, but I'm going to teach you a few little tricks you can use to help you, and then the assignment that you do will actually, I think, be more beneficial than anything, because for hearing stuff, a lot of times you just need to hear it a bunch before you understand. It's just kind of a matter of practice. So I'll explain kind of the difference. You know the difference between the scales. I'll explain how you can use that knowledge to hear them differently. And I'll sing a few of them for you, and then I recommend that you go to the assignment for this week for hearing scales and actually just practice with those a bunch. Do as many as you need to until you feel comfortable with it. Even if you go ahead and get the goal for the assignment, it's probably best to do a bunch of them just so that you can just get the practice. Also, if you're in piano class, you may have been playing scales in your piano class. I'm not sure where you guys are in that yet, but if you've gone ahead and started playing some scales, you can use that to practice your ear training too. So you can play the scales on the piano and then also listen to them as you play, and you can write the different types of minor scales out on staff paper and then play them, and then you're also getting that practice playing them and hearing them and writing them, so it's kind of hitting all three things right at the same time. So that's my recommendation, but I'm going to go ahead and do a little singing for you, and feel free to sing along with me. I think it can be helpful. So the three types of minor scales, as we know, are natural minor, harmonic minor, and melodic minor. And we know that harmonic and melodic minor are both based off of the natural minor scale. So when we write them, we can start with natural minor and then make slight adjustments to it. So the solfege for a major scale, let's start with major since that's something that we know. So solfege for major is do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. If I come back down, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Now remember, if we're going to do a parallel minor scale, the solfege is going to be different for the notes that are different. Remember that parallel means that I use the same tonic note. So I'm still going to have do, that's still going to be my do. But now, because the pattern is different, I'm not going to have exactly the same notes. So scale degree 3 is going to be different, scale degree 6 is going to be different, and scale degree 7 is going to be different. So scale degree 3, instead of mi, it's lowered. We're going to say me instead. And the same with scale degree 6, which is la. We're going to lower that and sing lay. And for scale degree 7, instead of ti, we're going to lower that and sing te. So do, there's my do. I'm going to sing a natural minor scale, up and then back down. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, te, do, te, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. That's your natural minor scale. So it sounds quite a bit different than major because it has three notes that are different. Now remember, if I go to my harmonic minor scale, I'm going to sing the same notes as natural minor except for one. Scale degree 7 is going to be raised back up to be a leading tone. So I'm going to sing me and lay, but instead of te, now I'm going to sing ti again. I'm going to put it back up to ti. This one's interesting because there ends up being a really awkward leap between lay and ti. It's a big space. So we'll see if I can do it right. Up and then back down. This is harmonic minor. It's with the same do. Do, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So this one is strange because it has that sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, la, ti. That is that weird that weird step. Like it's still a step, but it's too big. So that is the part of the harmonic minor scale that I think usually jumps out to me the most. And if you can hear that, it's always at the top of the scale, the very top between scale degree 6 and 7. If you hear that weird interval, then that's a harmonic minor scale. I'm going to sing it one more time just to get that sound in your ears. So, harmonic minor. Do, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Okay. Melodic minor, remember, is just like natural minor, except we raise te to ti, just like we did for harmonic minor, and now we also are going to raise lay back to la, and that makes that weird interval between scale degree 6 and 7 that makes that go away. But the other thing that happens is it also makes it sound more like a major, because remember a major scale has mi, la, and ti in it, and melodic minor has me, but it has la and ti in it. So at the beginning of the scale it sounds minor, and at the end it starts sounding a little more like major. So that's one weird thing about the melodic minor scale. However, when you come down a melodic minor scale, remember that all of those notes are lowered back to natural minor. So the melodic minor scale can sometimes be determined just because going up and going down are different notes. So I'm going to raise 6 and 7 going up, and then when I come down, I'm going to lower them back down. So I'm going to sing la and ti going up, and then coming down, I'm going to sing te and lay. Do, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, te, le, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Okay, why don't you try singing that one with me? Here's do, do, ready, and do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, te, le, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do you hear the difference between the raised ones going up and the lowered ones coming down? I sometimes do this with my hand, or if I'm standing or not trying to be in the frame of a video, I'll actually like move my body up and down when I do that. It really helps me like hit the notes that are a little bit higher or the notes that are lower to think I'm going up to do and now I'm coming down from do, and that's kind of the difference. So you can do that, and that's hopefully will be helpful for you too. It's really good to sing these a lot, but it's important that you use the correct solfege when you do that, because if you use the wrong solfege, then you're kind of unenforcing. What's the opposite of reinforcing? Like you're like reinforcing the wrong way to do it, or you're not reinforcing the correct way. The solfege is very specifically tied to where half steps are in the scale and how each scale works. So when you sing T, it absolutely has to be a half step below do, or else that's not T anymore. So if solfege is new for you, then that might seem a little weird, but I promise you it will come in very handy when you're taking, you know, your third level of ear training, and it all of a sudden makes a lot more sense why it's useful. And I think it can be, I think that the minor scales are one place where we start seeing how useful it can be, because we're thinking about notes being raised versus lowered, and using the different solfege for those is just like another way of saying that. So I think it's helpful when we sing. I'm going to go ahead and use a different do and show you that you can sing the same scale from a different do. I'm going to go ahead and sing natural minor, then harmonic minor, then melodic minor all in a row so that you see how they fit together. And then after that, I'm going to set you loose to practice on your own with the website and see what you can do. Okay, now let's see. Do. Here's a new do. Natural, then harmonic, then melodic. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, te, do, te, le, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, le, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, Fa, mi, re, do. There you go. Okay, good luck and have fun practicing. I'll see you later.